Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to share documents for signature via DocuSign on Elementor form submission. So I run a real estate agency and I have created a form for my clients with the help of Elementor for that. I have attached the same form on my website, and if the client is going to be interested in any of the property, they are going to visit my website and submit this form. Now I want that as soon as they are going to submit this Elementor form, immediately a document should be sent as a contract, a basic contract to all these clients through DocuSign for e-signature. So how we are going to automate this entire process? For this, we will have to set up a connection between Elementor and DocuSign, and that we are going to do without the requirement of any coding and programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video, we are going to learn that how we can automatically send DocuSign documents for e-signatures to our clients or customers whenever they are going to submit the Elementor form. So here I run a real estate agency and I want to streamline the process of signing contracts. So when a potential client fills out the form which I have attached on my website, which I have created with the help of Elementor, to indicate their interest in a property, then I want to automatically send them a contract for e-signature via DocuSign. This automation ensures that no manual intervention is required, making the process faster and more efficient. So we'll simply set up a connection between Elementor and DocuSign, and that we are going to do without the requirement of any coding and programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. As we will set up this connection automatically as soon as the client is going to submit the form, automatically a DocuSign document will be sent to that client for e-signature. Okay, so here let's get started. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by tapping the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, you can find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user like me, you can directly click on sign in option and you can log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on the sign up for free button. It is going to create your free new account just in 2 minutes. And also when you will do that, you will get 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. As I am already an existing user, so I am going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it has taken us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So on this dashboard, we can find all of our workflows which we have created, and we can also create different folders over here to save our workflows separately and accordingly. Now to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option. Let's do that. And here a dialog box will appear in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to our workflow. So first of all, let us provide a name over here. Automatically share documents for signature via DocuSign on Elementor form submission. So after giving the name to my workflow, here I'm going to select the folder in which I want to save this workflow. So you can see I have multiple folders over here. I'm going to select this automations for task management as a folder, and now I'm going to click on create. As we have done that, we can see that a new screen is open in front of us which contains two windows. So these are very important windows: trigger and actions. So what are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts or the principles, or we can say these are the actual building blocks of the entire automations. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. Whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. So let's suppose here my objective is that whenever a client is going to submit the form which I have created with the help of Elementor and I've attached it on my website, then immediately the document for signature should be sent to that client through DocuSign. So we are going to take Elementor in our trigger and DocuSign in our action. When we are going to set up a connection between these two applications, we can clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the Elementor form is submitted, then only the document will be sent through DocuSign, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating the workflow step by step. First of all, to start our automation workflow, we have to go towards our trigger step, and here our trigger application will be Elementor. Let's quickly select that. So as you all know, Elementor is an amazing form and template builder application, which is actually the plugin of WordPress, with the help of which we can create customized templates and the forms in order to generate leads, in order to get the response from customers, in order to generate the feedbacks and much more. And we can attach these customized forms very easily on our websites as well. So we are going to set up the connection between Elementor and Pabbly Connect so that whenever the form will be submitted by the client, then the response will be captured. For that, we have to select our trigger event. Trigger event is actually the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to start actually. So new form submission will be our trigger event over here because we want that as soon as a new form will be submitted inside Elementor, then the response should be captured, and with that response, instantly the workflow should get triggered. As we have done that, here we have received a webhook URL, and we can see we have received some instructions as well. So we have to follow these instructions step by step to set up this connection, and the URL is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data from Elementor towards Pabbly Connect whenever a new form will be submitted. So let's quickly copy this webhook URL, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what we are supposed to do. For building the connection between Elementor and Pabbly Connect, first of all, we have to go towards our WordPress site because Elementor is the plugin of WordPress only. Then after selecting the Elementor plugin, you have to select your form which you want to connect. I have already selected the form which I want to connect, and after selecting the form, you have to click on Edit with Elementor. As you will do that, you will be able to change the fields in the form according to your requirements, and also you can add as many elements, and also you can add the elements in your form according to your requirements. After completing the form, you have to go towards the actions after submit option from the left side, and here we can see an option of plus. So we have to click on this plus icon, and here from the drop down we can see the option of webhook. So let's select that. As we have selected webhook over here, we have a webhook option once again over here as well. So we have to click on it. Then we have to enter the URL in this webhook URL field. Which URL? The same URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. So let's quickly paste that. And as we have done that, now we have set up the connection between the Elementor form and Pabbly Connect with the help of this URL. So as soon as this form will be submitted, the response of this form will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. Now we'll simply click on update to update this setting which we have recently made. And as we have done that, here our setting is updated. So let's go towards preview changes to see the form which we have recently created and connected with Pabbly Connect. And here the form is open in front of us. As the form is open, now we'll go back towards Pabbly Connect. You can see it is saying waiting for webhook response. This means that now we have to do a test submission so that the response could be captured. How we are going to do that? By simply submitting the form which we have recently connected with Pabbly Connect. So here, as I told you in the scenario, I am imagining that I have already attached this form on my website of my real estate agency, and whenever a client is going to visit the website, and if he is interested in any kind of property, so he's going to submit this form. As soon as he will be submitting the form, automatically a document or contract will be sent to that same person through DocuSign. Okay, now let's start with the name. Over here I'm going to submit this form with some dummy details in order to capture the response, and all the details of the client will be dummy over here. So let's say the name of this client is dummy user. Let's say the email is dummyuser@pabblitudes.com, and let's suppose the phone number is okay. Done. As we have done that, let's simply click on send. And as we have done that, let's go back towards Pabbly Connect. We will see that the response will be captured. We will wait for the response for a few seconds. And yes, the response is captured. So in this response, you can see that here we have received all the details. Here we have the form name. Here we have the form ID. We have the time at which the form is submitted. Okay. Here we have the phone number of the client. We have the name of that same client as well as the email address. Along with this, we have also received the date. So this means that our connection between Elementor and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. Once we have set up this connection and we have received the response, this means that now whenever this form will be submitted which we have connected in Elementor, then the response of this form with all the exact details will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And as soon as we have received the response, now our objective is to send the document for the signature to the same client, and that we are going to do with the help of DocuSign. So we'll simply set up the connection between DocuSign and Pabbly Connect. So for that, we have to go towards our action step, and here our action application will be DocuSign. Let's select that. Then we have to select the action event, and here we have multiple events over here. So we will simply select create signature request because we want to create a signature request and we have to send the document for the signature to the client. Let's click on connect. For building the connection, as you can see, I've already logged into my DocuSign account. So I will go with add new connection. And if you already have an existing connection already, you can also go with that. Now I'm going to click on connect with DocuSign. And with this, we can see that our authorization has become successful and our connection between DocuSign and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. Okay, so when we have set up the connection, let's move forward. Here we have to enter the details in these fields to send the mail, to send the signature request to the client. First of all, we have to select the account name, which is already selected over here. Then we have to select the base URL, which is also selected, and here we have to select the template. I have two templates over here. First template is lease agreement and the second is agreement. Currently, because I am just sending a simple agreement to all my clients who are just submitting the interest form that they are interested in the property, so I will select agreement template over here. Okay, then we have the document name, which is already selected, offer Okay, and here we have to enter the email subject. What subject you want to send along with the document in the mail which you're sending for the e-request. So here my subject will be, so here will be the subject, agreement for booking Greenland property. Please review and sign. Then after entering the subject, I'm going to go for the message. That means the content of the email. So I'm going to enter a simple message over here. So here I have entered the content. Dear, thank you for your interest in Greenland property. We are excited to assist you in making this your new home. Please find attached the agreement document for the property. For your convenience, we have set up the document for electronic signature via DocuSign. This will allow you to review and sign the agreement securely and efficiently. Thanks and regards, Greenland property. So here I have entered a simple message. Now I'm going to simply enter the name of the client because I want to send this emails automatically to all the clients who are submitting the form response, and that too in the personalized format along with their name. So how I am going to change the name again and again, because we are actually automating. So what we will do, instead of entering the name manually, we will simply map the name from the previous response. Here you can see the previous response is given, and we have already received all the details related to the client in our earlier response. What we will do, we will simply map the name of the client from here. As we have mapped this data, it has become dynamic. That means with each and every new response, it is going to replace automatically. So whenever a new form will be submitted in Elementor by a new client, automatically this name in the field is going to replace with a new name of that new client, and in this way we are going to automate the entire process. Therefore, wherever we want in the workflow, that data should get changed automatically with new responses. There we map the data. And now it is asking us the recipient name. So who is going to receive this document? So as we know, we have already received the recipient's details. We will simply map the name once again. Here it is asking us the recipient email address, on which email address you want to send this mail for the document signature. So I'm going to simply map the email of the person who has submitted the form. Then we have to assign a role to this person. The role will be of signer. So I'm going to enter signer over here. This person needs to sign the document. Okay, then we have the status. So here we will simply select sent as the status. Then these two fields are not mandatory, so we can ignore these fields. And now we'll simply click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, here we have received the response, and in this response you can see here we have received the date and time, and the status also is given as sent. That means the message, the mail has been sent successfully for the signature of document to this particular person, dummy user. So let's go and check on this email address whether the mail is received or not. Here you can see that yes, the mail is received to demo user. Here we have the subject of the email, agreement for booking Greenland property, and you can see that here we have the document which the person has to open and sign. Okay, so we have received this email from the DocuSign. As you can see, this means that our connection is absolutely successful, and here our workflow is completed. We have set up the connection between Elementor and DocuSign in such a way that whenever the form will be submitted in Elementor, automatically the document will be sent to the client for e-signature. As we have completed the workflow, now I'm going to test this workflow once again in real time. What I will do, I will go back towards my Elementor form. I will submit it with another details, and as soon as we will do that, automatically a mail will be received on the new email address as well to the new client related to the document for signature from DocuSign. So I have opened another form. Now this time the name of the client who is submitting the form is, let's say, smart user. Let's say the email of this person is smartuser396@pabblyconnect.com, and let's say the phone number is, all right, done. Let's click on send. And here we have submitted the form successfully. So as we have submitted the form, let's go and check on email whether the document is received or not. Yes, here we can see that the document is received, this time to smart user, as you can see, and here we have the document with the name as smart user. This means that the connection is absolutely successful. Here we have the same email which we have entered while creating the workflow. Okay, so we will quickly summarize what we have done. You can see we have set up the connection between Elementor and DocuSign, and now whenever the form will be submitted by the client on our website, a document will be sent to that same client on their email with the help of DocuSign. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such applications without any coding or programming skills with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful, do not forget to share it with your friends, and also please like our video and subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.